Hello, hello, hello. It is morning once again. This seems to be a new tradition for the shelf tours, but I come prepared. I come very prepared. This one's just water. I'm sorry to disappoint. I'm not alone in the house today, by the way. I woke up nice and early just to do this and have the nice sunlight come in through the window. I'm looking at a very beautiful white fluffy cloud right now. And it's looking at me. And it's asking me, why do you have that hat on? And it's because I feel like I looked messy in my last shelf tour video. So in an effort to clean that up, I put a hat on, and then I forgot to shave, so I still look messy. Today we're looking at the second shelf on my shelf here. What could possibly be so different from the first one? Let's find out. So it's not surprising that we also have fragrances on this shelf. This time we have a lot of alt fragrances. Alt is a brand that recreates designer fragrances. It's supposedly very close to the original, but I don't know because I have not smelled the original. This is Agar Gold number 2, and I will be making a review on it, perhaps up on the right hand corner. It won't be out for a while because I'm going to be doing these up here first. Hang on, come on, I gotta smell it. I've gotta smell. Wow. Oh man. Can't wait to talk about this one. You'll notice it's not a sample. That is because Alt is impressively affordable. This is not sponsored, by the way. So here now we have 2 bumper stickers that I never put on my car. First one here is of course the Human Rights Campaign. I think I've had this rolling around my room since like 2013. And then we have the ACLU with Dissent is Patriotic. I should put these on my car. Up next is my absolute favorite fragrance of all time, and that is
Lady Gaga, Fame.
One of the sad things about this particular one is that it is discontinued, and it smells so fucking good. Now you'll notice this box looks a little different. It's cardboard. It's brown. It's not black like the original box. That's because this is an official tester. This was a testing bottle from a store, and it was sold on eBay for about, I think it was $60 or $70, which comparatively speaking, the full-sized bottle of this on eBay or Amazon, yeah, it's in the hundreds. I got this, I think, before quarantine even happened. I'm pretty sure I did. Now, since this is the tester, it does not have the iconic metal claw top. It smells just as good as the regular retail one, so I'm not complaining. It's fucking black, and it sprays on clear. What an iconic fragrance. I can't wait to make a video on this. This, oh man. Oh man. I have a little sample. The sample also came from eBay. And I'll admit, the sample got old. The sample does not smell good at all. It's pure alcohol at this point. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's in a tiny little plastic encasing. So what was I expecting? I used to smell like this all the time. If you knew me when I went to college, you most likely smelled this on me. Next up on the motherfucker. Everything's so different with coffee. So we're back to alt. This time we have a little sample. This one is a sample. A little tiny baby sample. It's Nicotiana. The first one that I showed you, Agar Gold. I believe it's inspired by Tom Ford's Oud Wood. I forget. I have to check. But this one is Nicotiana, and it's inspired by another Tom Ford fragrance. Tobacco Vanille. It's in the name. It's Nicotiana, like nicotine, but Nicotiana. Nicotine, but make it fashion. Smelling like tobacco, but make it fashion. Oh my god, it smells so good. Now, since we saw Tom Ford's name in Jeffrey Epstein's Little Black Book, I'm not sure if I'll ever go for his actual perfume because, yikes. But this smells so good. I don't even need his actual perfume. This smells great. It smells really good. Another alt fragrance. This one is Rouge Rose number 55. Ooh, it smells so good. This one to me smells, this one's much more like a wintry smell to me. I have no idea what this is supposed to smell like. Oh my god, but it smells so good. I can't wait to review this one. I say review, but I don't know what it is that I'm doing with these fragrances, I'll be honest. This is Surf, and I got it from Anthropology last year. Funnily enough, okay, so it's like a full circle here back to the first shelf tour when I helped my director clean out her friend's apartment, and I ended up getting the thing. We went out after that. We went out to eat, and then we went to Anthropology after we ate, and I was like, ooh, I want a parfum. I've been wanting a parfum for forever. A parfum, yes. And then after this actually was when I went out and I got Maison Francis Cruikshank Paris. And so I ended up getting this one. It was on sale. I have such a little amount left. I checked Anthropology's website all throughout summer and I have not seen this. I have been waiting. I can hear the ocean waves when I smell this. But it's not just the ocean, it's the people that you're with. Like it's such a friendly, welcoming scent, and I love it so much. I've used so much of it, and I don't want to use it anymore because I don't know if I'll ever get it back. If anybody can find it, please comment down below, because I love this. Oh. And this is now my last alt fragrance for now, and it is Simply Santal. I know this one is based off of Le Labo. Is it Le Labo or Le Labo? I'll find out eventually. Somebody will correct me in the comments and be like, actually, it's Now here's the thing. I'm not a very big fan of this one. It does not smell good on me. Like, even in the bottle, it's kind of like, right? Like, it's like, but I'm not surprised, because Le Labo or Le Labo, or it's very particular. It really depends on you. It really depends on you from what I've experienced. You may be thinking, wait a minute, if you don't like it, then why is it so used up? That's because I use it as a room spray. One spritz of this, my whole room smells like Simply Santal, and one spray is enough. Anyway, when it's in the bottle, it smells okay. When it's on me, it smells gross. When it's sprayed around in the room and there's like, it has room to spread out, it smells kind of nice. So next up is my coffee. Some of you may be saying, you drink it with cream? To which I reply, you drink it at all? We have an amethyst cluster. A whole cluster of amethyst. They just clustered together in my room. I stole this from my dad. So he has this like Chinese box. I can't describe it any better than that. It's a Chinese box. It's a box with 2 doors that open, little drawers. Actually a very pretty box. I really like that box. I want that box. When I was little, but not like little. I was like little. Am I making any sense? I was in my dad's room doing something. Oh, I think he had a stereo. I would listen to cassette tapes in my dad's stereo. Oh my god. I used to have a Thomas the Tank Engine story on an orange cassette. I just remembered that. Holy shit. Was that my first audiobook? This video is sponsored by Audible. I'm kidding, it's not. With over 1 million, okay. I was one day I opened this box and I just started looking through the drawers and I found this amethyst cluster. Now, if you're seeing something on top of it, that's actually separate. This is the cluster. When I first found it, you want to know how young I was? In my head, this was the Sorcerer's Stone. Imagine Harry is at the mirror of Erised. He reaches into his pocket, just pulls out an amethyst cluster. That would literally be me. Not even with the mirror of Erised, just in everyday happenstance. Nicholas Flamel is secretly a 20-year-old boho girl who shops at Earthbound. A couple years after that, I got more into crystals. I got more into spirituality, and I remembered the amethyst cluster just sitting there, waiting, not being tapped into, not being loved, not being. And so I snatched it. He hasn't said anything about it. I mean, it's here. If he wants it, he can get it back. Oh, by the way, even though I grew up loving Harry Potter, and this is my Sorcerer's Stone, trans lives matter, and that's all I gotta say on that. This is beyond you, JK. What was on top of it was this amethyst pendulum. It didn't come with the cluster. I got this separately, and it just looks so perfect all together. It's like, it looks like it's its own base. So now we can get to the books. Wow. Before we get to the books, we actually have some movies here. Oh my god. Get Out. Get Out. Get the fuck out. I love this movie. This movie was so good. Eraserhead. Remember when I said that I love David Lynch? That wasn't a lie. Why would I lie to you? Today's sponsor. Liar! They're not today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Audible. I'm kidding, it's not. With over 1 million, okay. Bless you. It's a great movie. And now we're getting to the book. My Sudoku book. One of the videos that I've posted before this one was me filling out 2 Sudoku puzzles. It was one of my chill videos. If you want to watch it, I should be putting it somewhere up there. Go click it. Click it. You don't have to click it now. Because if you click it now, then you stop watching this video. Oh my god, that would break my little tiny heart. How fascism works. The politics of us and them. by Jason Stanley. This is one of the newer books that I bought. I plan to read this one probably soon, considering the way things are going. This is the paperwork from the ACLU from when I donated. And then this is where I got the bumper sticker. I'm throwing it in the trash. I know I am. Okay, so this is the talk of the time now. The Anti-Fascist Handbook by Mark Bray. So far, I've read the first chapter. I'm making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past as I'm homebound. What we're seeing now is literally what was happening in the 30s in the rise of Hitler's power. So far, a great book. Clearly, I have marked a lot and I have highlighted a lot. Am I an Antifa? If that means that I'm anti-fascist, then yes. Yes. So if you're fascist, fuck off. If you're a fascist, a racist, a sexist, a transphobic, homophobic, misogynist, don't take this politely. Fuck off. Black Klansman, a memoir by Ron Stallworth. I have not seen the movie, but I cannot wait to read this. This is about first black detective in the history of the Colorado Springs Police Department. And he fucking joins the Ku Klux Klan. Dude. Also, how is the Ku Klux Klan not a terrorist organization? How can we not say the Nazi word on YouTube, but we can say Ku Klux Klan? The Phantom of the Opera. My throat's a little... Phantom of the Opera and Other Gothic Tales. I'm not sure what other Gothic tales are in here. You have stories by Edgar Allan Poe, Mary Shelley, Horace Walpole, J. Sheridan Lefevre, Arthur Machen, Clark Ashton Smith, H.P. Lovecraft, Gaston Leroux, and others. Cool. I have not read this. Hang on, I'm gonna make this real easy. I have not read. Never mind, I did read one of these. Wait till you see which one it is. I actually read technically two, but I read one of them. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and Other Tales by Mark Twain. We have The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, The Prince and the Pauper. I didn't know The Prince and the Pauper was Mark Twain. Wow, I am an uneducated piece of shit. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, and Pudd'nhead Wilson? That sounds very offensive. That sounds cancelable in my eyes. So who knows, I might just be a dumb bitch. I'll read this at some point. I'm reading this one when I'm 45. If I live to be 45, knock on wood. We love getting existential up in this house. Stephen King. We have Carrie, Salem's Lot, and The Shining. 3 tales, and then you see the little trail at the bottom of the house, and then it's shaped like a number 3. Ooh. I have read these 3 stories. I just did not read them from this edition, from this book. But you're not seeing double because I have the same exact book in a different edition. Dumb bitch. I love Stephen King. I love him. He's a great guy. He's a great man. Wonderful friend. He and I, we've met several times over coffee. We talk about the state of horror, about the state of the horror genre. He has a house down here in Florida, so I usually hang out with him and Tabitha. Owen King is there too. He sleeps in the basement. And Joe Hill has thrown himself off the roof at least 3 times whenever I'm there. Obviously, I'm kidding. Please don't believe anything that I've ever said in my entire life. Fairy Tales from Around the World by Andrew Lang. Did Andrew Lang go around the world and collect these? Or did he go around the world and write these? I think out of all of the classic books that I have, this one's kind of the laziest when it comes to the design, because the front is identical to the back. Laziness. My ass almost knocked over something on my shelf. I say that as if it's the first time it's ever done that. The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. Here's an interesting little tidbit about this particular book right here. Have not read it, but if you go online and you look up this edition of this book, look at the price. Some of these collectibles, when they stop printing them, the price just goes up. So I think when I read The Chronicles of Narnia, I'm not reading it from here, sis. H.P. Lovecraft, the complete fiction. I was about to say fairy tales. We have The Call of Cthulhu, At the Mountains of Madness, The Dunwich Horror, The Color Out of Space, and more. I've not read these. I don't know why I got it, considering how I feel about science fiction. Double feature. I don't know if I'll ever read this one, I'll be honest, but if the collectibles go up in price, then I've got myself a nice little asset here. So real quick, before we continue, I've been collecting since I was like 13. I didn't just buy all these in one shot. That's a lot of money. But what I would do is I would get gift cards for my birthday. I would go out and use those gift cards on classics. I would also go when they have, every once in a while they have like a buy one get one kind of thing, or they have like a buy one get one half off. So I do that. But yeah, that's how I have so many of these books. Honestly, it was not done in one day. Wicked, Son of a Witch by Gregory Maguire. They're two separate stories. This is what inspired the Wicked musical, the Broadway spectacle of a lifetime. Haven't seen it, haven't read it. I should read it at some point though. It looks interesting. I actually have a fun story attached to this one. My first crush on a dude. That's a story to tell, but I have to skip over the details, otherwise we'll be here for a long while. If you want to hear the story, comment down below, let me know, and be like, hey, I need to hear the story. I need to hear the story. Please tell me the story. I will not sleep until you tell the story. If you tell me that, I'll probably make it next month. Anyway, I have memories, fond memories of this, of Wicked, and I haven't even read it, so... The Complete Tales of Edgar Allan Poe. I've read a few of these. I actually read The Mask of the Red Death out of this book, and I have the video. I'll go ahead and put the video up here. There's a lot of videos to link in this one. Holy shit, I feel so important. Is this what it feels like to be an actual YouTuber? The Mask of the Red Death was amazing, and it was so... As for the rest of these, I mean, of course I've read The Raven. Come on. Who hasn't read The Raven? Have you not read The Raven? Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Can you tell by my smile that this is the one that I've read? What a cute story, but also fuck rich people. But also, rich people have nothing better to do. Oh, but Anna Karenina, I read this one mainly because I worked backstage for a show. The show was called... Forgot the name of the show. Anyway, I was working backstage for that show, and they reference Anna Karenina in it because like it's a love story and they read together. It's cute. It's cute shit. It was dueling pianos the way that theater did it, and it was really cool. I still have the music stuck in my head. And those are some amazing pianists. There's two pianists. The story itself is pretty cool too. I liked Anna Karenina. Anne Rice, The Vampire Chronicles. Interview with the Vampire Lestat, and the Queen of the Damned. I want to read these. I don't know how I feel about Anne Rice, I will be honest. She's said a lot of stuff about like fanfics, and it's like, girl, come on. What is it with these authors and their shitty opinions? I did start reading her witch series, like the Witches of New Orleans. I forgot the name. I stopped because it wasn't so much about the witches, it was all about the fucking house. All these chapters about the house. It's like, stop talking about the house. I don't give a shit about the house. That's all I remember. read it years ago. I started it years ago. I stopped like a quarter of the way through. It's about the fucking house. It's like, shut up. I want to see witches do witchy shit. None of these witches were doing anything. The complete works of William Shakespeare, self-explanatory Dracula, and other horror classics, none of which I have read, I'm sure. The inventions, researches, and writings of Nikola Tesla. This man was robbed. He is who we should be studying, not Thomas Edison. Fuck Thomas Edison. Fuck you, Thomas Edison. You heard me, bitch. 7 novels by Jules Verne. Haven't read any of these. H.G. Wells. 7 novels. What is it with 7 novels? Much more science fiction. Who knows when I'll read this one, I'll be honest. I will admit though, the cover of this one is much more engaging than some of the other science fiction ones. So, we shall see. So that was the shelf. Let's go ahead and tidy her up.
Science fiction. Double feature. Players will turn. Lost his future. Darkness has come to. Red and cherry. The sun has gone to a distant planet. Echoing night, double feature, picture show.
So what was your favorite part of the shelf? Comment down below. My favorite part is a secret. Thank you very much for watching, for joining me on this shelf journey. Subscribe if you want. Like the video if you want. Do what you want. If you're subscribing, hit the bell notification. Tap the bell just for fun. Just so that you know when I make a video. Because Lord knows I don't. Thanks again for watching. And I hope to see you again soon when we tackle this down here. But ta-da! Have a wonderful rest of your day. And hope to see you again soon with another fantastic video. Ice cream, he bought me ice cream, vanilla ice cream. Good morning, good day, how are you this wonderful day? Have you seen a lovelier morning? Never. Too nice a day. Holy fuck, dude, this messed me up.